And today we've got a video by Jamari. How do you say that? Jamari, titled The Satisfying Death of MrBeast Burger. Yeah, I don't know a lot about that. I only knew he had Lunchables or Feastables. I don't know what they called it. But he had a burger, bro. That's by the way, though. Let's see what Jamari has for us today. And by the way, comment down below what you feel about the situation. Like, share, subscribe. Heavy on the subscribe because that helps out us creators. Well, soon to be creators, aspiring creators. But that's by the way, though. Love you all. Let's see what we have today. Let's go.
So in the current day, we know MrBeast as the most ambitious creator to ever find success on YouTube. The first man to MrBeast as the most ambitious creator to ever find success on YouTube. Yeah. The first man to surpass 500 million subscribers, has opened amusement parks, hosted his own TV show, given away millions of dollars, plastered his face absolutely everywhere all around the world, all while receiving a $5 billion valuation for his company.
There's a reason no one else does what I do. There is. Like, no one, not a single creator makes videos anywhere near as difficult as we do.
And Jimmy managed to do all of this while navigating some pretty serious allegations revolving around his brand for the last couple of years.
I don't know what Chris is gonna do when we start filming.
So it is safe to say that he has weathered quite a few storms. But back in 2020, MrBeast felt ready to create a revenue stream away from the computer screen. And Jimmy's genius idea was to actually enter the fast food industry. But he did not want to compete with other brick-and-mortar giants like McDonald's or Burger King, and so he would actually attempt to kill two birds with one stone, launching his fast food venture, MrBeast Burger, as a ghost kitchen.
No, because that one seemed like a bit of a gamble for me. Like if someone's like, hey, do you want to do virtual kitchens? I'd probably land on no.
And I'm sure some of you have come across these if you use DoorDash or Uber Eats, where you've seen a restaurant that you have never heard of offering simple fast food.
Yeah, so basically, right, these restaurants are silence kitchens, They're restaurants that have, like, I'll give you an example now. McDonald's is a, renowned restaurant, right? And there's a restaurant called Easy Burger, right? New restaurant, looks good and everything. So, and you buy from them, they're typically more expensive. You buy from them, then what you receive is just whereas McDonald's burger, but you don't know. So McDonald's has made a ghost restaurant. That means they don't have a physical location. They have a physical location, but it's not under that name. It's under the name we all know, McDonald's. So it's like a ghost market in a way, if you understand what I'm saying. So yeah. Let's go.
Like burgers or chicken tenders. Ooh, I've never heard of Big Cock Burger. Fat Cooch chicken tenders, I'm in. Let me get some of that special sauce. Really though, a ghost kitchen is supposed to be a professional commercial kitchen that prepares food exclusively for delivery or takeout. Obviously, this takes away massive overhead costs like dining areas, employees, and of course the actual brick-and-mortar locations. And I say that he tried to kill two birds with one stone because this all happened during the pandemic when a lot of restaurants were essentially unable to make money due to fear of going outside and new legal restrictions. And so MrBeast wanted to pair up with these various restaurants using his MrBeast brand and likeness to essentially rake in profits and in turn help keep these independent businesses, local bars, and struggling chains to keep their head above water.
Let's say you own a mom and pop restaurant. You literally just sign up, go through the course, you learn how to make all the stuff on a menu, and you just order our ingredients and our packaging, and then you just flick it on Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grubhub, and you can start taking orders, and we let you keep a majority of the revenue.
I want to be a modern restaurant that just on everyone somehow. I don't know how. I don't care. I don't care if it makes money. Just I want the best experience possible. If Five Guys can be successful, like, why can't Beast Burger? You know what I mean?
And the deal was fairly simple. The partner kitchen would keep around 30% of their profits. Another estimated 30% would go to ingredients and the Beast Burger packaging for the food itself. Of course, the food delivery apps would get their 15 to 30% cut, and the rest of the profit was split between MrBeast and this company called Virtual Dining Concepts, who partnered with Jimmy to create this entire venture. Basically, Virtual Dining Concepts, also known as the VDC, was supposed to have the business relationships and the business infrastructure to really support the entire operation, all while MrBeast, on the other hand, would mainly handle the promo and be the face behind the entire project.
So we have a partner, basically a guy who's been doing restaurants his whole life. He owned 300 restaurants, so we launched with his 300 restaurants, And like that first day, they all sold out.
And while this all sounded great on the surface, and the venture would go on to make over $150 million in their first calendar year, this would quickly turn into the biggest mistake of Jimmy Donaldson's life. One that would not only torment him for years to come, but even in the present day, MrBeast Burger is still a massive pain in his ass. I'm talking about serious.
I ain't gonna lie. So the thing is that I've never heard of MrBeast Burger, although I am in Canada, so things are very different over here. But still, though, I know about Festivals, I know about Lunchly, I know about Prime, but I've never heard about Beast Burger. So I feel like that shows that it didn't really work, and it didn't really go far. So I mean, that's all about that.
Damage to his reputation, lawsuits in the hundreds of millions of
Oh, we had
dollars,
lawsuits?
and an ongoing legal battle that could have left him bankrupt. This is the downfall of MrBeast Burger, and how it almost destroyed the entire MrBeast brand.
Oh wow, let's go.
Now back in August of 2020 is when Jimmy would start doing some testing in the background for the Beast Burger brand. Trying to ensure the system and really see if they could maintain quality control. A little foreshadowing, they can't. Here they would roll out the Beast style burger, the Chandler style, and of course the Chris style. Who could forget Chris? Each order came with the creepy Discord call and message. The guy was out here shooting his special sauce all over your sandwich. Okay, I made that part up. But they also had Carl's grilled cheese, a chicken tender sandwich, and of course some fries on the side. Basically, Jimmy took all of the most popular members of his cast and gave them their own item on the menu. And of course, in this announcement video, he wanted to give the audience a visual, so he took over an actual brick-and-mortar location, a Burger Boy, that he rebranded with his slop, giving out money and free food, which obviously caused hysteria in the local area, and with that came a 20-mile traffic jam resulting from this launch.
Oh, Mommy, can we go cloud chase at MrBeast Burger?
Police just told us they had to shut down a mile of traffic and there's 1,000 cars in line. I'm sorry for making you wait. Here's $100. Thank you.
Gotta give away money because we don't have any food ready. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom, boom, boom. Got no food, sorry. Bruh.
And so Jimmy would post his video announcing Beast Burger, while simultaneously launching 300 virtual kitchens all across the country that very same night.
First of all, where's MrBeast Burger? How many of them do you have?
So right now we don't have any physical. We have 1,600 virtual restaurants.
Oh, so you order it online and then they deliver it?
And despite hitting #1 on the App Store, the MrBeast Burger app would completely crash due to the sheer demand all around the country. And honestly, this app was a big part of Jimmy's master plan. By collecting his fans' emails, their phone numbers, and their physical locations, Jimmy was really attempting to harvest first-party data.
When people download our app, that's where you get all the data. You can send out notifications every day around dinner time, recurring sales like that. If you do a virtual kitchen, virtual restaurant, having your own app is pretty OP.
But then the sheer weight of his own hype really broke the system, and obviously with the app going down, kids were closing it, and they would in turn use Uber Eats or DoorDash instead to get their grimy hands on the meal. Oh Chris, I need your burger. Either way though, right off the bat, Beast Burger was viewed as a massive commercial success, with a nice philanthropic angle for MrBeast to work with, which at the time was basically his brand's entire identity.
How much money have you given away at the window? A lot. How much food have we given away? A lot. I'm going broke!
But through his partnership with virtual dining concepts,
I ain't gonna lie. So I mean, I like the fact that he's giving away money and everything, but I don't know if you're are on the same wavelength as I am, but I personally feel like it just feels a bit fake. It feels fake. I don't know how to explain it. It just feels fake. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying. I don't know how to explain it, but it just feels fake. Yeah, it feels fake. I don't know how to explain it. It just feels fake. So, I mean, if you're gonna explain it, comment down below why it feels fake, but it just feels fake to me, man.
they made a few massive mistakes.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought owning a restaurant would be easier. It's actually kind of hard.
With the main one being their recruiting and vetting process for who could exactly join their program and represent the likes of Beast Burger. Because with all of these people hurting for money at the time, you had this long line of businesses trying to get their cut, and they were accepting almost anyone who had a quote-unquote commercial kitchen.
I just picked up lunch from Flanagan's, but my bag doesn't say Flanagan's on it at all. A new ghost kitchen operating here, bringing in much needed business.
You wouldn't have imagined it a year or so ago that that you'd be using your kitchen for someone else's food.
Ben Stoneman, the owner, says he had no idea what he was getting into.
All of a sudden, we were getting 200 orders a day.
But the regulations on what classifies as a commercial kitchen cast a very wide net, meaning you could order food from Beast Burger, and it could be made at a high-end restaurant, or it could be lazily thrown together in the back of a sketchy gas station or dive bar. Obviously meaning there was zero consistency outside of the MrBeast branding. You didn't know if you were gonna open up, this gourmet Gordon Ramsay style burger, or something that looked like it was made in the back alley by a fucking rat. So basically a few customers got lucky, they got some great food, while many others started posting pictures and videos online of completely raw burgers. Maybe a missing item, or something that was severely burnt. A couple of people even found hair in their food. And obviously all of this discourse turned into a digital tidal wave, very similar to when mold was found in his Lunchly product, and it would become a viral talking point for creators on every platform.
Wait, guys, I don't really know anything about burger. Are you sure this is raw, boys? I feel like this burger is raw.
As long as we have competitive prices and the food tastes phenomenal, which I think it does. I just don't see why it won't work.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I don't even think the burger's cooked all the way. I'm not even joking.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's pink in the inside.
Yeah, I
mushy
see it.
pink.
Yeah, I see that too.
This is wild.
Look how small that patty is.
He's basically running a franchise.
Right.
You need to, as the brand, regulate the quality of stuff that comes out of there. I'm not going to put it on the ghost kitchen, you know what I mean?
And this really had to make Jimmy's blood boil, because the guy is absolutely obsessed with the small details of his business, all the back-end analytics. But because of this partnership deal that he stupidly signed, he was at the mercy of virtual dining concepts, and in turn totally out of control of the fate of this new entity that he had plastered and advertised his name all over. Still, the brand sold over 1 million burgers in just 90 days, netting over $8 million in revenue on that single item alone. And then by month 6, they had doubled the amount of locations to 600 across America and Canada, meaning almost anywhere you may live within the US, you could in theory experience a Beast Burger. You could be tasting that boy Chris.
Alright, well Chris is gonna fill you up, that's funny.
But even then, while it appeared MrBeast and his crew were driving this badass high-speed car, in reality, the wheels were falling off the entire time that axle was fucking breaking.
Let's talk about it. Beast Burger is crushing it.
Dude.
It's doing better than I ever imagined.
How many kitchens you got?
We're over 1,000, and we're breaking ground on our first physical one.
And so for the next 2 years, they would continue the Beast Burger operation, and by the end of 2022, they would actually open a brick-and-mortar location at the American Dream Mall in New Jersey. And the day they launched this, they actually broke the record for the most burgers sold in a single day by a single restaurant.
We're at 5x the world record tomorrow. Is that not crazy?
What's the world record?
It was like 2,000 burgers in a single day by restaurant.
Who did it?
I don't know, but we're aiming for 10,000, and I've never ran a restaurant before. And I have to do 5 times better than anyone in the world's ever done on my first day.
It's a MrBeast statue. We're gonna gift it to Big Jimmy. We waited 2 days, we camped outside, and we slept in our car, and then now we're over here, waiting.
I mean, this launch was a massive deal, as adults from all over the world came to clout chase,
Go shopMrBeast.com!
while kids on the other hand begged their parents just to get a chance to see the Beast in the flesh.
Whatever we do your paycheck, we'll throw $1,000 on it, because today it's going to be a lot of work. But I really need you guys to step up. If you could really do your best to make them all have a good time. I want everyone who came here to be happy.
All right. Thank you so much everyone for coming out. I love all of you. Thank you.
It's great.
It's great.
Yeah, man.
Worth the wait?
It is worth. It is worth 24 hours.
So from the outside,
It's worth 24 hours to get a Beast Burger. Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
looking in, it still looked like a massive success. But even 2 years after launch, with over 1,000 ghost kitchens in operation, they were still delivering raw, nasty food all across the world now.
Step back, I think I'm gonna vomit!
Popping up in more than 20 countries, including the UK, Australia, Saudi Arabia, Hong Kong, and Mexico. And even after opening the 1,000 locations and the one physical store, Jimmy knew that this was a high-speed train heading down some seriously messed up tracks. And despite making over $100 million in gross revenue within the first year and a half, Jimmy already knew that he was ready to distance himself from the Beast Burger brand entirely. Honestly, he had pretty much stopped advertising it altogether, and soon he would become very public about this feeling.
I didn't really plan on running a restaurant chain, but here I am trying to have someone build this company for me and just do it myself. Because it's scary. Like, I spent my whole life studying YouTube videos of virality, not business building. But fuck it.
So years after signing the deal, MrBeast was incredibly unhappy with the execution. I really think that the main issue was that he tried to scale this restaurant business the exact same way he did his YouTube channel, and it simply did not work.
Just literally what I did on YouTube, I want to do at the restaurant. Like, it makes money, it's profitable, and I'm just like, yeah, just keep it. Like, grow. Like, don't give me the money.
You know, the pandemic had long passed, and he was making a very thin margin on this entire operation because he was given such a big cut to the ghost kitchens, and obviously the business partnership with Virtual Dining Concepts.
How long have these been sitting around?
Hold on 1 second.
Because if they say these are bad, it's not my fault.
No, we got some real Beast Burgers.
Yeah.
Okay, this is it.
The version they ordered is the one with no sauce.
Well, you don't need to throw it like that. 1 out of 10.
And so by the year 2023, Jimmy was ready to cut the head off this snake, while Virtual Dining Concepts on the other hand were refusing to let go. Like, guys, if this was MrBeast, they had that stranglehold on him, they had him hostage. After all, he was essentially their cash cow who they had total legal control over. And meanwhile, people all over the world were still sending in photos of disgusting products.
Damn, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Look at this shit right here. Oof. Wow.
While people all over the world were still sending in photos.
Yeah, so this shit hasn't been cooked properly. For sure.
Of disgusting products that mainly amounted to raw beef being served over and over again.
Alright, so not only down with an hour for this shit, look at this shit, yo. Yo, this shit raw as a motherfucker. Yo, MrBeast, you got your name attached to this shit, my nigga? Bruh, that's bad business. That's bad business, bruh.
And this is when MrBeast would actually make his most critical mistake. In June 2023, he responded directly to fans on Twitter saying, "Yeah, the problem with ghost kitchens is you can't ignore the quality of the food from other restaurants. Realistically, it's impossible. I signed a bad deal initially, and now VDC won't let me stop even though it's terrible for my brand."
I'm an idiot. I don't know. I never ran a restaurant.
And although he would quickly delete these tweets, the damage had already been done. He had now pointed blame in the direction of his business partner, and this is when all hell broke loose. As the very next month, Jimmy would file a $100 million lawsuit against Virtual Dining Concepts, alleging that they caused material irreplaceable harm to the MrBeast brand, citing that they decided to prioritize rapid expansion over basic food safety, and that they were serving food that was regularly described as disgusting and inedible. With the most damning allegation being that the VDC allegedly trademarked MrBeast without his knowledge or consent, and this trademark covered restaurant and kitchen services, as well as food and delivery, and even merchandise as far as the Beast Burger brand was concerned.
Well, let's say you lose money in a video, you're like, well, MrBeast Burgers is popping off this week.
Exactly.
And by the way, it is.
It took a fucking hour for this shit to come. This is how the burger look. I don't know how to feel about that.
Now, I really feel like Jimmy thought that they would fold due to all the bad publicity, as in the internet world, this happens all the time when a bigger creator is able to poach an unknown entity or person. But the VDC would actually come back with their very own $100 million counter lawsuit, and this all went down in the matter of a couple of days. I mean, you have to think that they had this countersuit somewhat locked and loaded. Once the smoke started, that Jimmy was unhappy with the brand direction for months, and it's not like his frustration was unwarranted. I mean, should they really be surprised when their shit quality slop was constantly going viral? Like, someone legitimately had theirs packaged in a goddamn 7-Eleven wrapper. So his customers were essentially paying a premium price for whatever scraps a local kitchen had lying around the counter.
It was raw. So yeah, I couldn't eat it. Big disappointment, Mr. Beast Burger.
Order it from the balcony.
Yo, I ain't even gonna lie. Though. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold you. So the thing is, right? A grown ass, I won't say grown ass man though, but like I feel like as an adult, if you're like, yo, what do I get to eat today? What do I get to eat today? Yo, let me go taste the new Mr. Beast joint, bro. Let me go taste the new Mr. Beast burger. I feel like that's weird, bro. That's weird. Yo, there are other things you could go eat, bro. Like first off, Mr. Beast is like a children creator, right? So I don't know. I don't just feels weird though. Let's go eat some Wendy's, bro. Or better still, don't eat at all. Just make some shit at home. Get some yogurt and eat with some cereal, bro. You're good to go. So I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like it's weird, for sure.
It's the baseline location and got raw meat.
And so in their countersuit, the VDC claimed that Jimmy was trying to use his audience to bully them out of a contract that he willingly signed. And they say that when he went public with his anger, he destroyed their business, ruined their relationship with their suppliers, and harm the bottom line of all of those different small businesses and kitchens relying on Beast Burger to stay afloat. They would also state in the lawsuit that they were not the ones who wanted to expand so fast, but they claimed that it was actually Mr. Beast himself who pushed them to be more aggressive and in turn sacrifice quality for scale.
There's like some like Bob's Burger Palace we just walked past on our way over here. Can be successful. Like, why can't Beast Burger? I saw a total of like 3 people in Bob's Burger Palace.
And so now it has been around 3 years since the legal battle started, and largely around the world and especially in America, the ghost kitchen trend has completely died. To put it very simply, the margins were simply never there, as apps like DoorDash and Grubhub charge massive fees to deliver food. And when you combine that with the employees, the cost of the food, and the kitchen, most people attempting to operate these ghost kitchens were losing all types of money. I mean, the food business in general can be absolutely brutal with very small profit margins, and largely almost every major company doing the ghost kitchen model went bankrupt. And ultimately, they were kind of just a fad and really a side effect of the pandemic that's obviously been over for half a decade now. And at this point, the only ghost kitchens left are like Chili's or Applebee's trying to squeeze every last drop out of their extra ingredients and inventory, where obviously people know that the food is being prepared in a kitchen that they already trust. I just really think the main problem was, once people became aware of actually what a ghost kitchen meant, they were very skeptical about where their food was actually coming from. And so yes, now that 3 years has gone by and Mr. Beast has spent millions in legal fees, they are actually still tied up in court over Beast Burger. But I will say in the meantime, the judge did dismiss the allegations of bullying them out of the contract, but still the court is trying to decide who breached the contract first, whether or not it was legal for Mr. Beast to disassociate completely from the burger brand, without giving them notice, and whether or not all the bad press and the raw meat warrants damage payments to Jimmy for harming his overall reputation.
Yo, Mr. Beast, you got your name attached to this shit, my nigga?
And the other major thing that they're still fighting over is the rights to his trademark in regards to the way I explained earlier. That is why the VDC can still keep the brick-and-mortar location open until it is ruled by the judge that they can never use his name again. I mean, honestly, this entire thing is still kind of in the pre-game, and quite frankly, it is not close to being settled. But yes, ultimately Jimmy wanted to build a fast food empire, but in the end the guy pretty much created a massive amount of bad press and legal drama for himself in the process. But ironically, because of all of this drama, is really the reason why he created his most successful brand, Feastables, where obviously he controls and owns 100% of the product and the direction it goes, from the ingredients to the supply chains and who they choose to work with.
Didn't that, in some sense, also open your mind to something like Feastables?
Feasible is something I've always wanted to do. We spent probably over 2.5 years before we even launched, just like building the right team, figuring things out, and making sure it was actually ran the way I wanted.
And although he has had quite a few road bumps with that brand as well, it has had way less public scrutiny than the likes of Beast Burger or Lunchly. But either way, I do want to know what you guys think about the Beast Burger saga down below.
I ain't gonna lie though. I ain't gonna lie. So the problem why Feastables is not as bad, because I would imagine it's way easier because it comes from like a factory. So like the processing and like the things you have to do, the steps, safety steps are like way less than compared to like a virtual restaurant whereby everyone has their own standards to make their food, and you never know what the owners of those stores are doing. So I mean, quite understandable why Feastables is a way better, you know, compared to the Beast Burger. But that's by the way. Comment down below what you thought about this video, and let's go.